This week's Farm Basics is brought to you by satshot.com. Satellites aren't just for NASA anymore. Use the power of satellite imagery to create variable rate management zones in your fields. To reduce input costs and increase yields on your farm, go to satshot.com.
In our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk about ethanol just a little bit, and it's a topic that I really enjoy talking about. In fact, on the way out here today, I fueled up with about 20 gallons of E85 for $1.79.
Well,
saved some money.
Yeah, but Darren, I heard the ethanol industry was dead because
Oh,
all these companies lost all kinds of money this year, and they're going broke left and right.
Well, quit listening to all that garbage. There's a lot of good things going on with ethanol, and you know what? Ethanol has come through kind of a tough time where the margins were pretty slim, but things are getting a little bit better. We've got a fantastic corn crop this year. Even some of the cellulosic things are coming along. But with corn, there are a lot of changes, and that's pretty exciting for ethanol.
Well, first of all, we wanted to say that there is a new corn that's going to be on the market this year called Energon Corn. It's from NK Seed, and NK is owned by Syngenta. Anyway, this Energon Corn has the amylase enzyme in it. They've been testing this for quite a few years. We've been excited about it, hoping that some of the ethanol plants that we deal with would be getting this. You know, it just, any new technology we see coming down the road that's exciting, we keep hoping, well, maybe this year, maybe this year. Well, it's finally here, and this Energon Corn is going to be out. The big deal with the Energon Corn, it's got that amylase enzyme in, so now these ethanol plants don't have to use this amylase enzyme they would normally insert into the production process. It comes right in the corn.
Well, okay, let's be honest here. Brian's really excited because the farmers who grow the Energon Corn will actually get a premium from the ethanol plant.
That part is good. Unfortunately, we're not one of the growers for 2010, but I'm going to try for 2011. Well, anyway, with this Energon Corn, the big advantage that the ethanol plants that have been testing so far, the advantages they have seen is a big reduction in natural gas usage because they need less heat overall in the production process. So what it really comes down to is plants that have tested so far, they've seen approximately an 8% decrease in natural gas cost and approximately an 8% increase in overall production. So on a 50 million gallon plant, that equates to around $5 million a year. It is an enormous deal. Now, not every plant in the country would need something like this. For example, the Poet plants, as we've talked to people in Poet, they said, our plants don't use that amylase enzyme anymore, so we can't use the Energon Corn, but just about every other ethanol plant in the country does.
The cool thing that I like about this whole thing is the ethanol industry is growing, and when you look at corn production in the United States, corn production is growing rapidly and on fewer acres every year overall being farmed in the United States. Cities are constantly eating up a little bit more farm ground every year.
It's production, not that much, though.
And production for farmers is going up rapidly.
Yeah, average yield is going up quite a bit. And, you know, coming back to ethanol and the reason why we want to do it, the great thing about ethanol, it's a renewable fuel. It's way better for the environment than the fossil fuels, and we produce it ourselves. So in other words, when the consumer, you as a consumer, invest in ethanol, it's going right into the pockets of American farmers. And there is one thing I'll guarantee you about American farmers: they don't keep that money in their pockets. They're going to invest it somewhere in the economy. That's a good thing, especially in the position we're at in today's world.
Well, there are a lot of good things going on with ethanol. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with weed control, so we'll show you how to control this tough weed coming up later in the show.